But I'll tell you this, you and I both know if you're an entrepreneur, you can't just waste the majority of your check. Even if you're putting $100 away monthly to go towards your real estate career, to pay for marketing, $100 is not enough to go into your business. You're still eating that money to go into your business. So some of that check still has to be going towards a savings, especially if you're trying to leave the part-time job that's a necessary temporary, right? You don't want it to be permanent, so you have to find a way out of that part-time job and get into a situation where you're a full-time entrepreneur. The only way you can really do that, at least the way I did it, is by saving some of my money on each check that I got and still having money left over to pay my bills. That way I was able to have a savings within a year. I was able to save $20,000 and I was able to do it within 6 months when I started saving, by saving my money from In-N-Out checks and my real estate checks that I got for the year of 2017. Ain't that some stuff? And we're gonna talk about how I was able to do that so quickly. I was able to start saving 30% of each check that I got from In-N-Out. And let's be real, I say a part-time job like as if it was part-time hours, but you and I both know as entrepreneur, if you are trying to get money to fill your business up, you most likely need to work full-time hours. You just have to find a way around the daytime so you don't take up your day working at the part-time job. I'm not looking at it as full-time, but at In-N-Out, I was averaging 40 hours a week when I started and when I left. So when I started at In-N-Out, I was having $12 almost an hour. Within 6 months, I was getting raises. So within the year, I was up to $15 an hour. So let's just do $15 an hour and let's multiply it with 40 hours a week, which is what I was averaging. You know, it's never a part-time job, but it sounds like it. So $15 an hour times 40 hours a week, you get $600 for each check that you get, right? I was getting paid, however, bi-weekly. So I wasn't getting paid every week. I was getting paid twice a month, which was great because each check I was getting $1,200, which was great. I was able to save more money off of each check and put it into a savings account. And with my In-N-Out checks, I was saving 30% on each check that I got. So let's do those numbers. $1,200 for each check I received, 30% of $1,200, $360. So that $360 times 2 is $720. So I was able to save $720 each month from In-N-Out alone. Multiply that by 12, you see what I'm saying? I actually was able to save a little under $8,000 of just In-N-Out checks alone because of this method of saving 30% of my $1,200 bi-weekly checks. $720 total a month times 12, you get this estimated number, but I made $8,000. It's off about, $1,000, but $8,000 in savings from In-N-Out, that's crazy. About having a part-time job, there's no shame in the game. I mean, if you have a good part-time job like In-N-Out where they're paying you good enough where you could save 30% of your check, as long as you know how to pay the rest of your money towards bills, you'll be fine. I mean, have that part-time job, enjoy it, because there's not a lot of great part-time jobs like In-N-Out, and I can't speak for other companies, but I know for In-N-Out, because I was able to get the pay that I got because I worked for it and I earned it, I was able to utilize it and really leave quicker than I thought. I thought that I had to stay at In-N-Out for a full 2 years. I only stayed for like a year and some change, a year and like 8 months, almost 2 years, but you get the point. I was able to leave sooner than I thought because I was able to save almost a full year and make $8,000 in savings just off of In-N-Out alone. I'm not talking about the real estate commissions that I'm also saving from because I was also still selling real estate deals while I was working at In-N-Out for all of 2017. So around July, once I started closing more deals, 1 deal, 2 deals, 3 deals, I had 4 real estate deals from July to the end of December of that year. And within those 4 deals, I saved 10% on each deal. Now, some of the checks were different. I had one check at $8,000, 10% of that was $800 for the month. And then there was one month where I closed 2 deals. One check was $6,000 times 10% is $600. And then the other check for that same month was $7,500, $750 plus $600. I was able to save $1,350 1 month. So the real estate savings actually was way more profitable and I was only saving 10% off of each check and I made way more money. You following me? Because remember, this is now In-N-Out checks. I'm talking about real estate commissions. Each commission I got was different. Realizing quick that if you save a little bit from 10% here, 30% from In-N-Out, you're going to be able to leave in no time. And I was able to. I wasn't really focusing on buying the best car or getting the new shoes, and I wasn't focusing on material items. And let's be real, when we're in our 20s, especially after high school, we're still kind of into the idea of looking our best and living in the moment. And the moment's great, but you also got to live for the future a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, because at the time, most of my friends, I don't think were saving 30% of their check. My coworkers at In-N-Out, I mean, maybe a couple of them were, but do you see what I'm saying? I was in the rare, minority of saving my checks from In-N-Out, and then also saving my real estate checks on top of that. That money combined was allowing me to save so much money where I was able to leave my job. And that's where the $20,000 in savings comes from. $8,000 comes from In-N-Out, and then the other part of that $20,000 comes from real estate. About $10,000 in savings. All I had to do was close 4 real estate deals. And then all I had to do was just save 30% on average a month on each of my checks that I got from In-N-Out. That's really not that hard when you think about it.